Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kads Marie and this is another episode of Love Island Review. Before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 200. Leave your comments down below and I hope you're keeping well. Let's talk about it because I'm not sure who Catherine thinks she is, but she needs to get out of my villa. So Scott and Catherine were sitting down having a conversation and he says to her, oh, I was just standing up for you during that gesture, blah blah blah. And then she was just like, no, you didn't do that for me, you was doing that to save yourself, to save your name or whatever. And then she stands up and she says, Whitney, didn't he do it for... And I'm just like, Whitney is looking like, sorry, what? And the thing is, I feel like Whitney knows she's wrong, but I don't know why Whitney, because Whitney's normally like straightforward with her, but she hasn't told her that, sis, your shit is smelling right now. Anyway, she didn't, say much about it, but then Catherine kind of shouting, and then Scott just got up and walked off, and Whitney was trying to tell Catherine, like, calm down, chill out, relax, compose yourself, we're not doing this. Anyway, Ella and Tariq finally have a conversation. After dismissing her the first time, he finally is now relaxed to talk to her, and he says to her, like, you've taught me a lot about myself and, feelings that I didn't think I could have. I really liked you, this, blah, blah, blah. And she's just like, oh no, it's not even like, I just wanted to explore my options, and it's because I've known Uzi before the villa, just before the villa. And I was thinking, why would you tell him that? Because that's adding fuel to the fire. He doesn't want to hear that you've known him before, because that's even worse. Like Tariq said, that's even worse. Do you get what I mean? Because you guys have something already and now you just want to develop it further. And then he just said to her, like, we're done, like there's no coming back from this, like we're done, and walks off. She starts crying to the girls while they're getting ready for bed. Tariq comes to her, he says, don't cry, gives her a hug, and he says, she's like, oh, I missed you or whatever. And he was just like, you've made your choice, you made your decision, now you have to kind of live with it. At this point I knew he's really into her, because he still cares. No matter how mad he was, he still was, kind of like trying to comfort her and console her while she was like so upset. It was sweet. So anyway, everybody's in bed, some are kissing, some are not. We get up the next day and Uzi is talking with Tariq. Tariq decides to pull Uzi to the side and they're having a conversation. I'm sorry guys, in as much as I'm very empathetic for Uzi, I want to give him a hug, I want to tell him it's okay. When him and Tariq was having that conversation, I could not concentrate. I could not stop looking at his pins. Those pins in his hair, why? Like, I just couldn't concentrate on that conversation. I'm sorry. Those pins were very distracting. But anyway, boys, they speak, they spot, give a little hug, and then move on. So what's her name? KADY gets a text message for the singles to get ready for cocktail hour. They get ready. The singles, which are Jess, Tariq, Scott, and KADY, to go and have cocktails. They go for their cocktails. I'm sorry, that cocktail scene was not necessary. We didn't need to see that. They could have just brought the cocktails to the villa and let them have it in the garden somewhere. Excuse me, please. And then Tariq was kind of like hitting on KADY. He was just like, yeah, well, I'm trying to get to know you now. And KADY's just thinking, I'm not the second best, but if you want to flirt, I'll flirt back, So she does let him know, like, he's her type and Scott is her type, and Jess is just there like, then yeah, so back and forth, they've come back, they're debriefing to the girls and to the guys, and obviously no surprise, KADY didn't mention it to Ella about Tariq flirting with her. She didn't mention that bit, but she did say to her that, oh, he just needs some more time, but she can see that he does like her, whatever. Then Tariq was saying, yeah, no, I was going back and forth flirting with her, and yeah, I'm just going to get to know KADY because I'm single. That was his whole line for the whole show. I'm single, I'm outside. Then we have there's a couple having a conversation. Montel and Leo, they're having another conversation. I'm not interested, I'm bored. Because for me, I just feel like I lost the respect for Montel from the Castle more when Tariq told him to go and kiss Tink and he got up and he looked miserable doing it as well. So like I just feel like he just has marbles just jingling in his head. Like he has no anyway, so he's speaking with Ella, and when he talks, all I hear is like I don't, nothing goes in, nothing processes when he talks. I just, anyway, they can go home, they can get out, yeah, they can go home. Then we have Jess speaking with Ella, because Ella was ready to call it off with Uzi, ready to put him in the bin, and Ella, Jess was like, no, don't do that, at least you owe him a conversation, you know, just talk to him, don't close yourself off completely. That was the most sensible thing Jess has said this whole season. So Ella does pull Uzi to the side and starts talking to him. You know, Uzi, I can't really concentrate again because of the pins, and two, I don't feel like he's really into Ella, because if he is, he's not showing, he's not giving. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's just not giving, and then he's like, oh, I want us to make it work. I'm like, okay, don't believe it, but cool story, sir. Tariq pulls KADY to the side. He's trying to put on KADY again, flirting back and forth at a fire pit where everybody can see them. But then KADY's not stupid. In a confessional, she's just like, do you know what? I know how much he likes Ella, but if he's not bad to flirt with, so if he's gonna flirt, I'm gonna flirt. In simple terms, she's just gonna give it back to him. Scott decides to pull Catherine again, and asking her like where, more or less like what happened in Casa More. I thought we're kind of like on the same page. I'm not, you know, I didn't even have a clue. Then Catherine has the nerve, the cheek and the audacity to say, oh, because you didn't have a connection, blah, blah, blah. I was thinking, the guy's telling you he wasn't trying to talk to anybody because he was here waiting for you. And you're telling him it's because he didn't have a connection. Listen, this is Casa More. Outsiders are desperate to get in. So if he wanted to couple up with one of those girls, he could have done so. But you're not even trying to listen and hear him out. He's trying to express how he's feeling. But you're too to hear anything. Then she goes over to Ellum and has a kiss with Ellum. Again, that kiss was awkward and it was uncomfortable. And I don't feel like I needed to see it. Them two, they can get out. They can get out. They can get out. Then we have... Who had a conversation? So then we have Whitney and Luke. Listen, I'm here for Whitney and Luke. They did a little spinning, twirling dance thing. We're sitting at a fire pit talking about their families. She got up, he kissed her. You know, it was just nice. Do you know what I mean? And she was just saying in her confessional that she's happy that he gets her, and she doesn't feel like she has to tone herself down or like think about what to say with him next or whatever. And I'm here for that. I love it. Then we hardly saw Mitchell and Abby. I don't think we saw Mitchell and Abby at all. I feel like they were playing hide and seek with Zach and Molly because we didn't see them either. I'm not complaining, thank God. So yeah, they were busy playing hide and seek. We couldn't see them. Then Tariq had not a conversation, but when they were getting ready for bed, he was on the stairs talking to Ella, because Ella was like, I miss you, blah blah blah. She tries to go in for a kiss and he's like, ah, ta, ta. If you want this back, baby girl, you have to dead your situation with Uzi. You have to cancel that by morning. I'm sorry, Tariq has the cheek. I know you're hurting and you're bruised, but he's eating this up too much. What do you mean she has to now dead her thing? He was like, yeah, you have to dead that before you can move forward. And then he did. Then she carried on saying, oh, but I miss you or whatever. I just want to tell you that. And he was just like, yeah, I miss you too. And I was just like, oh, can they just get back together already? I know I'm toxic. But yeah, for the preview again, Ella is kicking off because Tariq is flirting with KADY. Again, it's not going to go anywhere with KADY. I just feel like he just wants to wind her up and just, you know, do this tit for tat. But anyway, I'm here for it, tit for tat. Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you've come this far, I mean, you might as well subscribe. What you waiting for? Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.